you that we are witnessing what you've done for this country. And thank you, Lord, for this activity. We pray for your blessings to be upon you. We pray for grace. We pray for your love. And God, understanding, may your grace be with us in Jesus' name we pray. So, most of the officers have gone out because of his space, but we will introduce the ones who are present. From Devolution, we have Mr. Karanja.
Good morning, my name is Patrick Karanja, Deputy Director of Governmental Relations.
We have Mr. Mwangi.
Good morning, my name is Mwangi. I'm the head of Legal Department.
I think that is the team we have from Devolution because of the space. Then IGRTC Secretary, kindly introduce your team.
Waziri, kutoka IGRTC nimekuja na madirector kutoka hapa. Sema majina zao.
Caroline, the Director of Governance Affairs.
Mahad Osman, Director, Functional Analysis and Transfer Controls.
Agnes Ndwega, Director, Summit and Council of Governance Affairs.
Na mimi ni Peter Lelei, CEO IGRTC.
Council of Governors, kindly if you are present.
Nabina Buera.
Introduce the team.
Nabina Buera, Officer of the Chairman.
At this juncture, we ask Mr. Mwangi and Mr. Lelei to introduce the new team.
Waziri, mwanzo kabisa ningependa tu kuchukua nafasi hii kukushukuru wewe kwa mwongozo ambao umefikisha hapa. Kabla tujaendelea kazi, shughuli ambayo imetuleta hapa leo ni kuwaweka members hao katika maofisi yao rasmi na basi waziri, tutawaita members hao ambao walipitia sheria zote ambazo zinahitajika sheria, na mpaka sasa wamefika wakati huu ambao unaidhinisha hao rasmi kuchukua maofisi zao katika IGRTC. Nitamuuliza Mwangi awaite moja kwa moja ili mbele yako waweze kukubali kazi ambayo serikali imewapa. Karibu.
You will recall that following the gazettement of your appointment as members of the Governmental Relations Sector Committee, you are required to accept that appointment as an indication of your willingness to work in the committee that you have been appointed. Consequently, I will call each one of the members who are appointed to sign the acceptance letter, after which the program shall continue. I'll begin with Angeline Awino Congo. you then read out what she has signed?
Acceptance of appointment as a member of Intergovernmental Relations Technical Committee. I, Angeline Awino Hongo, of ID number 3082064 and PO Box number 662378, having been appointed as a member of the IGRTC by the President via Gazette number 4234 of 19th June 2020, do hereby accept the appointment. Dated at Nairobi, this 29th day of June 2020.
Okay.
The next member shall be Mcas Dimito.
I, Dr. Mcas of ID number 375-9913 of PO Box 2142, that's 6-100, having been appointed as a member of IGRTC by the President, here as at notice number 4234 of 19 June 2020, do hereby accept the appointment dated at Nairobi this 29 June 2020.
Then we have John Kurugu Jugona.
KTN is live, Citizen is live, NTV is live as we speak now. Bali live is awesome. Serious hapa chini.
Tell Mangi, but signed as well as she about that, so because of 1 minute.
I, John Juguna, white number 10 having been appointed as a member of the IGRTC by the President by executive notice number 4234 of 19 June 2020, do hereby accept the appointment dated at Nairobi this the 9th day of June 2020.
Kemonto Mayaka.
It's almost all there must be a way they can fast track it. But they're almost done. Those are how many? You want me to go? No, it's okay. No, I think this is the fastest that it can happen. I think they have tried really to short it. Yeah? We will just make very one point or so.
Yes.
So that you concentrate on.
But you've gone through it.
I'll get the things as I try also.
Yes, awesome.
They have gone off, they are waiting for you when you start speaking. They will go live again.
So.
I, Alice Domingo Bayaka, of ID number 3431728, in PO Box 14721, code area 00800, having been appointed as a member of the ITRTC by the President via Gazette Notice number 4234 of 19th June 2020. Do hereby accept the appointment.
Alfred Kagati, next.
I, Alfred Kanati, ID number 483765, and PO Box 583, having been appointed as a member of ITRTC by the President by Gazette Notice number 4234 of 19th June 2020, do hereby accept the appointment dated at Nairobi this 29th June, day of 2020.
Next we have Lynette Musa Mabu.
Quite a bit of ladies.
Yes, actually the balance is very good. And you know, with the Kirinyaga ladies were more, there were 5. So now it's balanced, it's 4-4. But the chair being a man, so there'll be 5. Which is a very good balance. It's very good.
This issue of the chair, we can bring up tomorrow.
Yes.
Have you got the farm appointment?
Yes, it's tomorrow at 10 we should be there. And we have gazetted the extension for members of the panel to start the recruitment of the chair to repeat.
So why can't we bring it up tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yes.
To say that they should give us that seat.
Very good.
Can we give it to Maremi?
Yes.
I, Linet Mosamavu of ID number 1075524 and box number 480305, having been appointed as a member of IGRTC by the President via Gazette Notice number 4234 of 19th June 2020, do hereby accept the appointment dated at Nairobi this 29th June, day of 2020.
We have now Wilson Kenneth.
Have the link will send to you. Meeting is virtual. There is a link which will send to you.
I, Wilson Lekenge Tere, of ID number 1297-9804, PO Box 210-2700, having been appointed as member of the IGRTC by the President via Gazette Notice number 4232 of 19th June 2022, do hereby accept the appointment dated at Nairobi, 629th day of June 2020.
Finally, we'll have Madam Sadia Abi Kontoma.
I, Sadia Abdi Kontoma, ID number 9748401, PO Box Site 75, South 70, 200, having been appointed as a member of the IGRTC by the President via Gazette Notice number 4234 of 19th June 2020, do hereby accept the appointment.
Thank you, Mr. Mangi. New team kindly receive congratulations messages from my peers who is held up somewhere. On this, we are asking Mr. Delay, IGRTC CEO, to make his remarks.
Asante sana kula hai. The Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Evolution, and also the Chairman, Council of Governors, the CAS Evolution, the new members of IGRTC, my staff, senior staff from MODA, good morning everyone. Yes, my name is Peter Lele. I am the CEO of IGRTC, and I would like to take this early opportunity first congratulate the new members of IGRTC. Congratulations on your well-deserved appointment. We welcome you as a secretariat. We are a good team to work with. Like you have seen, I have a very good technical team that will support your work. Secondly, I want to take this opportunity to thank His Excellency the President, together with the Chairman of Council of Governors here and the Minister, because of the work, the support they have given us, so that we are able to perform our duties in respect of the summit. The summit, as it stands today, has done tremendous work. I don't want to speak on that because the CS is here himself, but I want to thank especially the CS for stewardship. Today, the relationship between national government and county governments is at its best, and we want to thank the two leaders here, because without their effort, this would really be difficult. In IGRTC, we have been able, with the support of the Council of Governors and the Ministry of Devolution, to achieve so much. As we stand now, we have a register for assets and liabilities in respect of the defunct local authorities that is functional and being utilized by the counties. And we are at the tail end of preparing another register in respect of default function. And when we think this will make Kenya a better place to do financial and other businesses by government ministries. In the last 5 years, as in IGRTC, we have been able to solve disputes, various disputes between the two levels of government, and we have successfully been able to mediate 8 disputes. We have 10 that are at various stages of being concluded, and we have 1 that was returned back to courts because of the constitutional nature of that dispute. So that I don't take so much, Waziri, there is work that was left unfinished by transition authority. This is the delineation of functions between national government and county government. This we call in our professional language there unbundling and functional analysis. We are in good progress. As we stand now, we are concluded the unbundling of the library's function. We are at the tail end of concluding the museums, and we have so much in our hands that are about to be concluded. We thank you, Waziri, because you have always supported us to accomplish this. We have carried out baseline studies to support the government and other institutions to make decisions. And as we stand today, we have completed 6 baseline studies, which we have shared with government, and they have supported them in doing their efforts. As we go forward, Waziri, we intend to bring these officers, these new members of IGRTC, to an induction in the coming days, so that they are better equipped to start their duties, and then we can introduce them to the full trade that they have. There's a lot of work ahead of them, and I really want to wish them well as they join us. With those few remarks, I would like to request the CAS for modern to address. Very much.
Thank you, CEO. Waziri Eugene Wamalwa, Minister for Devolution and Assets, the Chair of the Council of Governors, His Excellency Honorable Paranya, all protocols observed. Good morning. I want to take this earliest opportunity to welcome all of us to this function, which is very, very important for this ministry. And I want to, at the onset, congratulate the new commissioners or the new members for having convinced the panel and having won the heart of everybody to come on board. I have no doubt this is a very, very able team, and they will be able to take up their responsibilities. Waziri, because we are going to speak on our behalf, the only thing that I'm going to perhaps touch on is about induction. You know, in any organization, when new members come on board, they are hitting the ground running, and being effective will highly depend on how they are inducted into that organization. So I want to ask the CEO, I want to ask the ministry staff, whom I know are very, very competent, by the way. My interaction with them for this short period tells me that you have a very competent staff both at the IGRTC and at the ministry. Most of those who have been introduced here and the others who are not there. To organize that program, make it thorough, make it solid, and to make sure that we capacitate the new commissioners. They may have their own skills, but now for us to be able to ensure that they are efficient and they will give us the desired results in the shortest time possible. Because nobody has time for you, long time for you to learn. It is high time you get to know that you settle down and get moving. So that induction should, Waziri, through the CEO, be organized urgently and in detail to enable them to settle very, very fast. Waziri, with those few remarks, I want to invite you to come and address the new team, and thereafter you will proceed with the program. Thank you. And with that, I want to ask for leave to attend to the other meeting where you had sent me.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much, Abdul Bahari, my very able deputy, together with our team that is at the Ministry of Devolution and Nationals, His Excellency Governor Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya, the COG Chair, with your team that has come here to join us today. We are here today to inaugurate a new team of the IGRTC. It is a team that will play a very critical role in terms of improving intergovernmental relations, in terms of having both levels of government working together, resolving their disputes amicably, and also ensuring that devolved functions are unbundled and we have both levels of government working smoothly. It is my joy to welcome all of you and each one of you who has been appointed today, and to say congratulations, hongera, pongezi. This was not easy. This exercise started almost 7 months ago, and I remember we had a total of 171 applicants, and you have gone through a very competitive process. For you to emerge out of the 171, to come tops and to accept your appointment today shows the confidence that the panel had in you because of your experience, because of your qualifications, because of what you're bringing to the table. We want to say thank you for joining this devolution family today, but also to tell you, the scriptures say, to whom much is given, much is expected. You have been given a lot of responsibility by His Excellency the President. You are actually in a position where we want to say to you, having been given so much responsibility, so much is expected of you. You are coming at a time when our country is faced by very serious challenges. When we are talking about COVID-19, we are talking about a financial or economic crisis. We are talking about a health crisis that's confronting our country and all our 47 counties. This is the time when we need intergovernmental relations to be at an all-time best, so that we have both levels of government working together smoothly and all arms of government working together smoothly, so that we are able to confront this invisible enemy that has come from outside our borders and to be able to ensure that our country is safe. So you come in at a time of crisis, and you come in at a time of great expectations of you in terms of ensuring smooth working between the two levels of government. So we want to welcome you, but also thank His Excellency the President, who is the chair of the summit, and the COG chair, because since we came to this ministry, I don't think intergovernmental relations have ever reached the level that we have reached at this time. It takes the leadership of His Excellency the President, the leadership of the Council of Governors, and we must thank the chair who is here with us today, because you are a committee that actually brings the two levels of government together. That is why you see the COG chair here with us and our ministry team here with us. You will be working with both levels of government. We must thank the outgoing team. They have done a wonderful job so far. Lele has told you the ground that has been covered so far in terms of execution of their mandate, but still we have much more to be done. Apart from the assets and liabilities, apart from the unbundling of functions, there is still much more to be done, and we want you to hit the ground running, to take over from Professor Karega Mutahi's team, so that you continue the good work that the previous team was doing. Amongst the things that we are undertaking right now is legislative interventions. We have, as approved by the summit in February this year, proposed certain amendments to the Intergovernmental Relations Act. There are changes that we want to bring on board so that we see how we can effectively work together, both levels of government, through strengthening of the IGRTC. And the proposal that we have are amendments already before Cabinet that will be coming to Parliament to enhance the effectiveness of IGRTC. We will, in due course, be having the IGRTC converted into a commission. Therefore, the changes that are there, first of all, is to give you a full 6-year term. The second would be now to promote you from a technical committee to a full commission. This tells you the importance attached to your role as a team by both levels of government. It was a decision made by the summit, and we're in the process of ensuring that is actually finalized so that we are able to move forward more effectively. So the other issue, the issue of transfer of assets, I think we're at the tail end of that process, and we will expect you to work very, very closely with the counties to ensure that we complete that process so that we can move forward towards a quick conclusion of that process. Lastly, we are also making an appeal, and the chair and I were in the western part of the country over this weekend with members of various county assemblies. And what we are urging is that where our country stands today, we need all hands on deck. We need all leaders to work together. When you are confronted by an enemy, you need both hands to be able to fight that enemy. So we need both levels of government to work together, and we also need our counties, both arms of government, to work together, both at the national as well as at the county level. And that's why we are appealing that during this corona pandemic season, let us also not turn this season into a season of impeachments. We know that quite a number of county assemblies or counties are facing this crisis. And with the chair, COG, today, we want to make a special appeal so that we keep intergovernmental relations at their best. We keep all the leaders together so that we have all hands on deck working together to confront this health as well as economic crisis that's facing our country. So we want to thank you and urge you to play your role moving forward, especially during this time of a crisis, to ensure that we are able to achieve the mandate that has been bestowed upon you today. Otherwise, tunasema hongera, congratulations, na karibuni. It is a very important day for the devolution family, and it's a major milestone in our journey of devolution of over 7 years. Karibuni, and you are welcome to be part of this journey. May I take this opportunity now to welcome the chair, COG, to come and make his remarks. Karibu. It's easier to move.
Yeah. Asante sana waziri. those remarks. And I want also to make a few remarks on behalf of the Council of Governors. And I wish to begin by congratulating you, all of you, for being appointed by the President to the Intergovernmental Relations Technical Committee. Congratulations and welcome to the world of devolution. It is a very exciting time for devolution, now having been implemented for the last 8 years. I am one of the pioneers of devolution, and I can tell you that a lot has so far been done, and much more is yet to be done to ensure full attainment of devolution the Kenyan way. While there is nothing new under the sun, devolution in Kenya is unique, and we learn every day. I trust that you are ready and excited for these challenges. As I have mentioned, we are currently in the 8th year of implementing devolution. While we have had numerous achievements also, we cannot dispute that county governments have faced quite a number of challenges, some of which can be resolved by this institution, by you people who have been appointed today. We have a number of functions that are yet to be unbundled, and the CEO here has mentioned, but the most critical ones, one is the museum, disaster management, sports, fishing and fisheries, and some sections of water. And as you know, resources follow functions. The above functions have never received resources from the exchequer, as they are yet to be transferred to county governments. We call upon you to expedite the process of transfer to allow for the function to be adequately financed and implemented. 37 out of the 47 county governments have boundary disputes. As a body mandated to resolve disputes that come between governments, we hope that during your time in office, you will manage to find solutions to these disputes. Most boundary disputes have historical roots, and will need to work with the counties as well as relevant institutions to resolve them. There are various quarters, as you will soon come to understand, that are out to claw back on devolution using, among other methods, coming up with legislation that do not favor devolution. We call upon yourselves to play an active role in coming up with devolution-friendly laws and fighting alongside the Council of Governors to ensure that Parliament does not enact laws that do not take us back to the pre-devolution days. The role of your committee should not be limited to planning for summit meetings and minutes taking, because that is your prime function. The mandate, as outlined in the Intergovernmental Relations Act, states that the committee should facilitate the activities of the summit and implement the decision of the summit. I hope that you will take this role seriously and go over and above in carrying out your roles and responsibility. I'm aware that your strategic plan of your committee comes to an end this year, and I want to encourage you to come up with a plan that acknowledges the challenges faced by the county governments and have specific activities aligned to ensure that devolution is realized that is at the heart of Kenya's future progress, both economically and socially. While your predecessors did the best they could, there is still a lot to be done to ensure that success of devolution, and we look upon this new team to see through the issues highlighted above to completion. I wish to assure you of the support of the Council of Governors. We operate on an open door policy and welcome you to our offices anytime for discussion. As your mission states, to support successful devolution through cooperation, consultative and coordinated intergovernmental relations. I trust that we will consult the Council in all matters on devolution. I encourage you to involve the Council in discussion that will continue to ensure the success of devolution. The win for the committee is the win for the Council of Governors, and is therefore the win of the people of Kenya. I would like to conclude by once again welcoming you the world of devolved governance. Thank you. But I wish also to reiterate what the CS has said on the issue of impeachment. And this is really a concern that at such a time when all of us are fighting COVID, some impeachments are coming up. Already we have dealt with one, and I hear that some are on the line. I want to urge the members of the county assemblies to restrain themselves in such a time and use these little resources that are now being used on impeachment to actually fight COVID-19. This is the time that Kenyans must come together to ensure that we flatten the gap so that normal life resumes. We want to open the economy, we want to open our schools, and this cannot happen unless we all come together and fight this particular disease so that in 1 or 2 months, life comes to normal so that we move together as a country. Thank you very much.
I can see you have a few questions, but perhaps on behalf of the team, it would have been good to hear at least from one of you. Any one of the members who can say something on behalf of the team?
Yeah.
I think it would be good, it would be in order. Can we have one of you say something before we take the questions? Karibu Wanaburugu. Karibu.
Thank you, CS. Thank you, Chairman, Council of Governors, fellow members. On behalf of my colleagues, I wish to thank His Excellency the President for having found us